Belichick doesn't just like Bailey Zappe. He fucking loves Bailey Zappe. And I'm going to say this to you right now. I'm going to say this to everybody watching, whether it's live, whether it's on the replay. We seem to get more views on the replay, which is fine. We're going to keep pumping this out. I'm going to keep throwing clips up on this YouTube channel. Make sure you smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm going to tell this to everybody right now. There is a quarterback controversy here in New England with the New England Patriots. There is a quarterback controversy. I'm not going to compare it to the Brady-Bledsoe situation. I'm not going to do that at all. I'm not even thinking about that when I make this statement. I'm not thinking of anything else. I'm not thinking of what round Mac Jones got picked in. I'm not thinking of what round Bailey Zappe got picked in. I'm not thinking of what they did in college. I'm not thinking about what their college coaches are saying to Bill Belichick or how Bill Belichick felt about Bailey Zappe even in the preseason. I'm talking about right here, right now, based on what we've seen the last 2 weeks and what I am about to tell you I've felt here the last 2.5 weeks. And again, we talked a little bit about it last week. Mac Jones, the high ankle sprain, the second opinion that he went to go get. I'm factoring those things here, right now, with what I see, with what Belichick sees, with what I see Belichick seeing. And I am telling you, Paul, and everybody else watching, there is a quarterback controversy in New England. And I say that going back to Mac Jones getting the second opinion. And I sent you a couple screenshots, Paul, of some tweets that I saw after we did last week's show when we briefly mentioned this. I mean, even the week before, we talked about Mac Jones going down, and he's either the biggest drama queen in the NFL with the way he reacted to that, or he's the toughest SOB we've ever seen. It kind of has to be one of those two things, right?
It definitely does. Because
there's a picture, I should have sent it to you, where he is going down the steps, being carried off, and his face is like it's bad. It looks like they are going to have to take his leg off when they get to the back. And it's something I can't get out of my head because it's almost worse than how Brady reacted to the torn ACL MCL in 2008, which the visions of him being carried down the steps are eerily similar. But again, what I'm about to say, the rant I'm about to go on, and I'm going on right now, is nothing to do with Brady. It's nothing to do with the Brady-Bledsoe dynamic or the Belichick-Nick Saban relationship. There's nothing to do with that. It's right here, right now. And over the last 2.5 weeks, Mac Jones goes down. Last week, we talked about the second opinion that Mac Jones was going to get. And I saw some tweets after we talked about that. One of them was from a friend of the Danny Picard show. This is not the Danny Picard show, but it's all one and the same brand, I guess you could call it, here on Monday Night Mania. Friend of the show, Mike Giotti from NFL Network, tweeted out the doctor that Mac Jones was going to see for the second opinion. And I believe it's the Brooklyn Nets. Let me pull it up. I'm not sure you're going to pull it up on the screen, Paul.
Nets doctor.
It's the Brooklyn Nets doctor. I'm going to read you a tweet from Mike Giotti, at Mike Giotti on Twitter. This is on September 27th. So this is a couple weeks ago. What's September 27th? That is, let's see here. Almost 2 weeks ago. Right after the injury happened. All right. So from Mike Giotti, the tweet is, per sources, Mac Jones is seeking a second opinion on his high ankle sprain with Dr. Martin O'Malley of NYHSS, a foot and ankle specialist and team doctor for the Brooklyn Nets. Dr. O'Malley recently did J.C. Jackson's ankle surgery. J.C. Jackson, former Patriots cornerback. He also operated on Kevin Durant's Achilles in 2019. So I actually saw that tweet before we did last week's show. Just going back to see what the status was with Mac Jones, how everything was going. And that's serious. That's Mac Jones and his team. That's serious business to them. I mean, they're going to the Brooklyn Nets team doctor, a guy who's done major surgeries. And I was thinking at the time that I saw this, second opinion, that's not that abnormal. But I did wonder, and we asked the question a little bit last week, is there something else going on? Is there a disconnect, a rift, if you will, between Belichick and Mac Jones? This week, I saw this tweet from Adam Schefter of ESPN. I wish I saw it before last week's show. But either way, I'm giving you the rant right now because I am about to read into something, I just think we should break down why I'm about to read into this the way I am. Here's a tweet from Adam Schefter on September 26th, which was a day before Mike Giardi tweeted out about the second opinion. Adam Schefter tweets out, Patriots QB Mac Jones has what doctors diagnosed as a severe high ankle sprain that would cause many to have surgery per sources. He is likely to miss multiple games. Jones and the Patriots are still discussing his options and the best way to proceed. And tweet. Paul, were you able to throw those tweets up on the screen?
Yep.
You were. Okay.
It's a little janky, but they got up there. They're good.
That's fine. The part of the Adam Schefter tweet that I want you to really pay attention to is this part. I'll read it again. Doctors diagnosed as a severe high ankle sprain. Here's the part that would cause many to have surgery. That would cause many to have surgery. Think about this for a second. Adam Schefter is the go-to person for somebody in the league to go to spread some news, to leak some news. Paul, I'm going to ask you a question. Somebody goes to Adam Schefter. They give Adam Schefter the diagnosis of Mac Jones's high ankle sprain. And they say, this is an injury that would cause many to have surgery.
Many men.
Is that the Patriots going to Adam Schefter and telling them that? Or is that someone from Mac Jones's camp? I'll tell you why this is important as we try to reason with what I'm about to make assumptions on. But Paul, what do you think? Do you think the Patriots went to Adam Schefter and said that and gave him the full diagnosis? Or do you think that's Mac Jones's camp? It
sounds like it's from Mac Jones's camp because it makes it sound like they're putting pressure on him.
It sounds defensive, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's look, I might not know a lot of things, but here's one thing I do know. Here's one thing I am dead fucking sure about. Nobody from the Patriots went to Adam Schefter. No team doctors, no coaches, no one in ownership of the front office. No one from the Patriots organization went to Adam Schefter. Excuse me, no one from the Patriots organization, not named Mac Jones, went to Adam Schefter and gave an in-depth update on an injury. Nobody.
Not a chance.
Belichick didn't do it. Kraft didn't do it. Team doctor for the Patriots didn't do it. The water boy didn't do it. It didn't happen. The Patriots did not give this information to Adam Schefter. They just didn't. If you want to believe that they did, then you haven't been paying attention. This, like you said, sounds defensive. This is clearly, in my opinion, and obviously Paul and yours, this is clearly someone from Mac Jones's camp going to Adam Schefter saying, here's what we got. And oh yeah, by the way, it would cause many to have surgery.
It also might explain the jubilation on Bill Belichick's face with Zappe because he's just so happy to show. Everything he's doing is showing that he hates Mac Jones.
I think Belichick loves a guy who can move his legs.
Yeah.
I think he wants that in his arsenal. He wants that. That's why they gave him that college type run at the end of the game, which must have been a play that I don't know what that was, but there was obviously something that they discussed where Belichick was like, all right, if we're up 3 or 4 scores at the end of the game, we'll let you run that little shotgun Run to the right side.
You little
That used to run in college. Right? But this tweet from Adam Schefter, a sprain that would cause many to have surgery, per sources, that ain't Patriot sources. That is Mac Jones sources. And if I am right, and that is Mac Jones sources, and I would put all my money on that being Mac Jones' sources, not the same money that I put on Kansas City tonight -7, but as they are getting after Derek Carr, they better keep getting after him, because this is really pissing me off. 10-point game right now. Raiders lead 17-7. This source is not the Patriots. It is someone from Mac Jones's camp. It's defensive, and it's obviously their way of going to someone after they just found out that he doesn't need surgery. Right?
Yeah.
Someone from Mac Jones's camp goes to Adam Schefter. Hey, this would cause many to have surgery. Why would you be telling him that? Clearly, you were told something that you didn't like, right? Because the only way the Patriots would go to Adam Schefter to be like, hey, this is something that would cause many to have surgery, is if Mac Jones went out and played through it, and the Patriots were using it to praise him. Mac Jones is not playing through it. So they're not going to Adam Schefter to give injury updates. That's just not what they do. So it's coming from Mac Jones or his agent or someone from his camp. And we talked about this last week, Paul. Mac Jones's agent has one job right now at Mac Jones, to make sure that this does not become an injury that affects his entire career, because Mac Jones has a lot more time left in this league than Bill Belichick does if Mac Jones can stay healthy. And they also look at it and go, Bill Belichick is trying to win right now.
Yeah, he doesn't care about your ankle.
He's trying to win right now. So it's coming from Mac Jones.
It 100% is. It has to be.
Which means that the diagnosis from the Patriots doctors was not, you need to have surgery. Because if it was, and Mac Jones' camp goes to Adam Schefter and goes, oh, it would cause many to have surgery, then why wouldn't you just accept the surgery diagnosis? So why would you go for a second opinion? So here's what happened.
Opinions he did not like that he heard.
Well, I don't know about this. I don't know what the second opinion was.
I think the second one is still saying that he doesn't.
Oh, the second one is that the second one.
Yeah. The first one would be the Patriots doctor saying, get back out there. The second one would be the one saying,
well, maybe not. The second opinion might have been what they tell Adam Schefter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Which is that this would cause many to have surgery. And so Mac Jones isn't playing. Again, my overall point is the Patriots, the wording of this tweet from Adam Schefter is so telling to me. And I don't know if other people are picking up on this or not. But a sprain that would cause many to have surgery is defensive as defensive gets from a player rep to Adam Schefter. And it's defensive because obviously they didn't like the first diagnosis from the Patriots. And if they don't like the first diagnosis from the Patriots, and they're saying, well, our guy needs to have, this is something that most guys have surgery for. Obviously, Belichick wants Mac Jones to play. Right? Like, that's the only thing that this tells me. This Adam Schefter tweet, I wish to start last week before we talked about this. This Schefter tweet tells me that they want him to play. He's not playing. He's getting a second opinion. Bailey Zappe almost wins in Lambeau. Bailey Zappe does win at Foxborough. Wasn't great, but it was very good. And it was very clear that Bill Belichick liked what he saw. There is a quarterback controversy here in New England. Make no mistake about it.